Hello everyone, today in this video I'll show you how to use an Apple Watch, like get all the basics and stuff. So first things first, what you need to do is obviously on your iPhone you need the Watch app, which you can download on the App Store on your phone, and then here's all kind of stuff you can control on your watch with. Okay, so first let's get like with the very basic. So first we have wallpapers, which you guys can customize if you want. Just click on plus and then there's all sorts of stuff around here, but that's not the main point, because we'll be teaching you like the very basics of it. So the watch itself, I have an Apple Watch Series 9. So first is the back. This is the main sensor. This will detect your blood pressure, oxygen, or any kind of workout you're doing. This is the main sensor. This is where you even charge your Apple Watch with. Then right here is a speaker. Any media that you play on your watch will be played from your speaker. Okay. Next thing is this right here. This is called the control center. What this does is basically you can go and access control center on your watch just like how you would on your phone. Okay, and then this right here is the main thing. This is the digital crown. With this you can navigate through your watch pretty simply and stuff like that. Okay, so obviously, and then when you long press you can slide it like this to change. So guys, the first thing we're gonna do is show you guys how to get to the notification, and for that you would just swipe up. Right here you can see your notifications, and then let's say you can clear it, and then we'll show notifications. Or what you can do is you can just swipe up. Swiping up will show you all the widgets and stuff like that. So yeah, here if you click on edit, you can actually remove your previous ones or you can add on more. So me personally, I don't want to add anything more right now, because for me it's perfect. But as you can see, you can definitely go through stuff and add it right here, which will be really useful if you want in the future, because it's like a very quick access. All you do is just swipe down and there you go. So it's pretty easy. Next thing is definitely the control center. Control center will be one of the most important things of your watch, and it is something that you will use almost daily. So first, let's start with the Wi-Fi. Obviously my Wi-Fi is connected. Next you can go to silent mode. I almost every time turn this on because sometimes it's really annoying seeing all the notifications, and also beeps sometimes, so I just do it on silent. And if you long press it, you can choose how long you want it to be for. For me, it's just gonna say on. Okay. Next, on the other hand, is battery percentage. You guys can definitely control that, and if you long press that, or yeah, just one press, then you can turn on low power mode, the same thing you would do on your iPhone. Okay. Next thing would be trader mode. Trader mode, what it does is, let's say if you're watching a movie and you get a notification or something, this thing won't glow. Like it's gonna stay like that. Like it won't turn on basically anything when you get a notification, which is really useful, especially if you're in the middle of a class, the middle of a lecture and movie or anything. So I usually turn this on sometimes. Next is airplane mode. Airplane mode is really good if you want to just charge your watch or you're flying in a plane. Next thing is find my phone. So let's say if I have my phone right here, I can just press this and my phone will start beeping. Like I'll give you an example. like that, my phone will start beeping. And then let's say if I long press it, it's actually going to turn on the flash. So here, if I long press, it does that. So I have used my watch multiple times to find my phone, and this thing really comes in clutch for that. Next thing is obviously your flashlight. So you can obviously, with the digital crown, as I previously said, you can adjust the intensity of it, of how bright you want your watch to be. Next, if you, here, you can also, the flash, you can actually switch it as well, like that. And then one more good thing is this red light right here. If you're camping or something, this thing will really come in clutch for finding stuff, you know. It's not an annoying type of light. Next thing right here is one of my favorite features, and it's going to be water lock. So water lock, what it basically does is, let's say if you're dealing with water such as swimming or scuba diving, then water or your finger in general are not going to mess up with your watch, you know. So, and to unlock it, what you would do is just press this side button. So with this side button right here, what this does, let's say if it's in the water, this will actually pull out all the water as it can. I recommend doing it 3 times. So you would just press the digital crown and it would actually shoot out the water if there's any here. So obviously I didn't go to swimming today or something, so my watch is pretty safe. Next thing is school time. This is really useful as well, especially if you're in a school and you want all the distraction away. The same thing here, you would just press the side button and you can exit it. Okay, I usually don't use school mode much, so. And next thing is one of my favorite features, arguably my favorite feature, is you can use your watch to take photos on your phone, like this. Okay, so as you guys can see, I can just keep my phone here, and then with this I can adjust the whatever I want. All right, I can turn off flash, I can set a timer, I can do whatever I want, and it really comes in clutch, especially if you are taking photos. So yeah, that's a thing. And then after that, that's like the control center, and obviously you can customize it as well. The others are pretty self-explanatory, such as cellular or stuff like that. So also you can customize and remove and add more if you like. So that's something that I really like as well. Alright guys, so one of the most important features that you will use unanimously every single day on your watch, that's going to be the apps. So to access the apps, you would use the side button right here, and you will just navigate through apps right here. So obviously we have timer, we have this, we have that. So let's try going through some of them one by one. So I've used my watch to send messages a lot every single day. It's something I do, right? Instead of like physically picking up my phone, I can just use my watch to reply to messages. And then next thing is decibels. So this thing will detect how loud your surrounding is, which I use sometimes, especially if I'm in any sort of loud environment. So, and then next thing is Shazam. This is really good in order to recognize any type of music. You would just press this right here and it would instantly recognize any music. So if you're like at a shopping mall and you really like the music, you can just press Shazam and it will work, right? And then next thing is the fitness app. This fitness app is something I use sometimes. So you guys can see, started using that. So the fitness app is one of my favorite things because it really helps me keep track of stuff. So there's all sort of stuff located here: multi-sport, outdoor. You can even add any sports you want to. So that's something I find pretty cool. Next is the fitness app. The fitness app is the thing that people use Apple Watches mostly for. So here you have your rings. So the first rings is how many calories you burnt today. So for me, I burnt almost 400. Next, on the other hand, is going to be how many minutes you exercised. For me, that's going to be 47 minutes. And then this is going to be how long you stood for. And you can actually change, like let's say you don't want to stand for 10 hours, maybe you want to only stand for 5 hours a day. You can change that in your fitness app. Okay, then all the rest of them are pretty self-explanatory, such as WhatsApp and Spotify is something you would download by yourself. Is something that doesn't come by default. So in order to download apps, you just click on App Store and then wait for a bit, and then right here you can just search up apps if you want, or you can use any of these methods. So by this you can download a lot of your favorite apps. Especially the app I use the most has to be WhatsApp. I use WhatsApp almost every single day to communicate with my family. Alright guys, so that will be mostly it, but here are some quick things that you may want to know. So there's an app out there called Wrist Tube. If you download that, you can basically watch YouTube on your wrist. Yes, not now. And then you can search up anything, and you can also connect to your YouTube account if you have the premium version of it, which really comes in handy, right? And then one more app I would recommend is the water app. This thing will really help you track how much water you drink per day, and it's like a really good thing for anyone who deals with lack of hydration. And guys, the most important thing will be, if you long press the digital crown, it's gonna activate Siri. See, just like that. And then if you press the side button right here, if you press the side button, like press along, you can actually call emergency services or power off the watch. But yeah, you can also have your own medical ID, which you can do with your phone. So yeah, with this you can call emergency service, which with this you can do the ID and much more. So yeah guys, that would be it for today. If you have any questions related to Apple Watch or anything of that matter, please let me know. I will be always there to answer your questions in the comments as much as I can. So yeah, I hope you enjoy your new Apple Watch, and yeah, that would be it. So thank you for watching my video, and make sure to subscribe.